Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Growing Guitar, another Shawn Mendes song coming out, In Between, and that's the title of the song, In Between. Let's take a look at this one. We are going clean here, no native and capo, and this could be a little bit from the beginner style of it, a little bit more towards the advanced version, since we have this picking patterns, a little bit stretchy sometimes, and a little bit awkward as well. And grips could be a little bit strange for you. But anyway, take some time to get comfortable with it. So have that in mind. Let's go into it. And let's take a look at the verse play. It's basically one verse play and one chorus play in this song. And yeah, let's start with the verse. We can go right into this. This is pretty much one melody, so we don't have to go over any chords or so, just to start the melody. And I recommend you to hold the little pinky on the 5th fret A string and your index on the 2nd fret D string. I'm going to show you how to release a little tension from this grip here. You don't have to really get the 5th fret A string, and that will change a lot when it comes to the playability. This is the more correct way of playing it, but you can skip it actually, and doesn't hurt too much. I'm gonna show you first the real thing here going on, and that's the grip. Okay, so you're gonna play these two notes simultaneously, the 5th fret A together with 2nd D. Then comes the 4th D, and then back to 5th A, then 4th D, 2nd D, and open D. And that is pretty much the D part. We have basically two chords in the background for this verse. It's D and B minor. So that was the first half of it, the D part. It goes like this. And then comes the B minor part and goes like this. Okay, so that is to play open A together with open D. And then you play the 2nd A, and I hammer on that one, so I don't pick it. And that is a little bit more economically thinking. We don't have time to pick all of these notes, so sometimes you hammer on and pull off. That's the techniques we're going to use here. So anyway, back to the B minor, you're going to play open A and open D. And then you hammer on the 2nd A, and then you're gonna play, that is to play 2nd A again, open D 2 times, and back to 2nd A, and then you're gonna play, that is open A, open D, 2nd G, and back to open A. That is one round, okay? So slowly it goes like this. Okay, and I promise to make this a little bit easier, and that is simply to just skip that bass note. You don't really need it, and if you're gonna do it, then you can also replace that actually with the open A, okay? Because this is a D/A chord, so the A is there with us, and it marries this picking pattern perfectly well as well. So you're gonna either skip it or replace it with the open A. So it could be like this. Okay, so open A, much easier than this 5th A, okay? And you can even skip the first open A together with 2nd D. You can skip that open A in the beginning there. You should just play the 2nd D, and then you have to have the open A or some bass note or the 5th A. It's up to you. That is how you clean up this and make it much easier without destroying it. Perhaps just percentage a little bit slightly different there than the standard or original playing, but so much easier. So you have 2 ways to go there. That is the verse play. You're gonna play for 8 rounds. It's actually starting with this verse play again with the intro of 2 rounds, and then comes the verse. 8 rounds, and that is over now to the chorus parts. This is based upon the G, the G, F, and the E minor 7. So I'm gonna give you the notes here for it, and I'm just gonna play the G first. It goes like this. It's the 3rd fret E, 2nd A, open D, and open G. Then comes the G, F part. It goes, and that is the 2nd E, 2nd A, open D, open G, and back to open D. And then comes the E minor 7. It goes like this. And that is to play open E string, 2nd A, open D, back to 2nd A, open G, open D, and 2nd A. That is the first G, G, F, E minor 7. Then you're gonna play it again, slightly differently. You're gonna play like this on the G, and that is to play 3rd E, 2nd A, open D, open G, and back to open D. So you add an extra note here in this G, and then you take off one note from the G, F. You're gonna play just that. So it's the 2nd E, 2nd A, open D, and open G. And then you're gonna play the E minor 7 in the exact same way. And then starting on the 3rd round, you're gonna play G a little bit longer than the other Gs. You're gonna play it this. So that will be to play 3rd on E string, 2nd on A, open D, open G, then 4th D, and then open D 2 times, and back to open G. And then you just end with 1 down on the open E string with a pause. And that is the chorus. Okay? After the chorus comes an instrumental part, which is to play the verse play. We already learned that for 2 rounds. Then comes the 2nd verse. It's just repetition, 8 rounds, another 8 rounds of the verse play. Then comes the chorus. It's played again in the same way as the first one. No changes there. It's just in the same way with the G, G, F, and the E minor. And then after that, we have a 2nd instrumental part is to continue with the verse play for 2 rounds. And after that, we are at 1 minute and 29 seconds into the song. We have the bridge part now. This is based upon the C, the C, B, and A minor 7 chord. What you're gonna do now is to continue the picking, and it's very easy. You're gonna play this. Okay, so the C first is to play 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, and 1st B. Then comes the C, B. You just change the bass note here to 2nd fret. And you're gonna play 2nd A, open D, open G, and 1st B. And then you have the final chord, the A minor 7. You're gonna play like this. Open A, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, open high E, back to 1st B, and open G. That's you're gonna play for 2 full rounds. So on the final 3rd round, just play the bass notes on the final chords. You're gonna play almost 3 full rounds. C, C, B, and then just open A string on the final A minor in the 3rd round. After that comes the final instrumental part. You're gonna play another 2 rounds of the verse play, and then comes the outro. And the lyrics, if I call tonight, will it pick up? That is to play 2 rounds of the verse play. All right, and after that we have just vocals in the end of this song. And that pretty much wraps it up for Shawn Mendes' song called In Between. A great song. And yeah, if you follow me here on Goring Guitar, you've seen the Shawn Mendes uploads here. You really can identify that his album here is based a lot of these picking patterns, not the easiest ones when it comes to handling, but very sweet when you nail it. So you have to have some patience there and really get into it. and then it just flows. So have that in mind. It's absolutely playable. So give it a try, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, feel free to leave me a comment and support me in any way you can. Very appreciated. So thank you so much. Until next time, play tuned.